Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a fat activist getting upset at other people losing weight. She goes on a tirade saying, how do you think that this is going to make other people feel who don't want to lose weight? And all kinds of stuff like that. The whole thing is just packed with bitterness. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip where somebody's complaining that there are too many thin people in the body positivity movement. If you would like to support the channel and become one of my fellow cynics, please consider joining channel memberships. You'll get a badge next to your name, access to custom emojis, as well as top priority in my comments. A join button is below, as well as a join link in the description. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
I don't want to make this into like a think piece or anything.
All right, we won't use our brains.
But it's the first week of the year, and everyone's talking about losing weight. Everyone's like, meh, meh, meh. And I saw two things
Is that making you feel some kind of way?
this week that made me think. One was a local influencer, and she had set a gym goal, and her gym goals involved losing weight. And she was asking the question, why can't I talk about how I'm at the gym to lose weight and get a skinny waist and a fat ass? Why do I have to pretend it's for my mental health?
You don't. You don't have to pretend any of that. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would pretend that at all. There's nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight just to be hot. Yeah, it's good for your health and all this other stuff, but as human beings, we also want to be desired. I know it's crazy, right? Not only do I want to be healthy, I want to be hot. And I want everybody to want to bang me. Even if I don't want to bang them, I want them to want to bang me. I know I'm not the only one. You all want the same thing. Stop lying. You especially want someone that you think is attractive to think that you are also attractive. It doesn't make you a bad person, bro, to admit the parts of yourself that are human. In fact, it makes you a bad person to pretend that they don't exist.
So that was one point. Put that aside for a sec. The second thing I saw was a major influencer, Rosie Beam. She started...
Oh, Rosie Beamus, or Be-Me-Us, whatever the heck. The one who said she wanted to lose weight so she could wipe her own rear end that I made a video about recently. Here's a link.
Her platform as a fat creator so that she could share plus size clothes, and she could share like fat person exercising, and she could share like a fat person traveling and doing things so that people like me or other fat people know that losing weight doesn't always have to be the goal. Like, you can go to the gym and you can wear cool clothes and you can do all that stuff.
She didn't make all that content to let you know that you don't have to lose weight
without losing weight. So that was really cool. I followed her for a long time. But recently she's gone on a weight loss journey, which is totally fine.
She recently went on a weight loss journey, which is totally fine. It's totally fine. Like, are you sure?
Like, if your doctor tells you to lose weight or you just feel like, yo, I gotta lose weight to feel better, like, okay. My doctor also tells me to take probiotics so that I don't poop myself every morning, but I don't really like tell a lot of people that.
Well, you just told me that. I could have probably gone without knowing it, if I'm being honest. So if you don't have probiotics every morning, you'll poop yourself? Sorry, this video ain't about that, but I can't just let that go.
But anyway, gal is losing weight, and I guess she was getting some backlash this week because she was talking a lot about her 2024 weight loss goals. And people that follow her were just like, yo, do you always have to talk about losing weight? Like, we're fat people that aren't losing weight, and that's why we follow you. And it like makes...
We wanted to see someone that was fatter than us. And now you're losing weight and you're getting thinner than us. And it's making us feel bad. Is that what this is?
It says feel bad.
Yes.
That your whole life is just revolving around how you have to be smaller now. Like, you know, like content creators don't think they owe their followers anything. And they're like, I can just be myself. Like, no, you do owe your followers something. You owe being a good role model.
Her losing weight is her being not a good role model. Why would you guys be so personally affected by somebody else choosing to better themselves? Is it because it's reminding you that you're not? Some people are just following creators that are larger than themselves to get inspiration. In the same way that Amber Lynn does when she goes into a room and she's like, oh, I'm not that big, am I? As big as that girl.
To your followers. Anyway, I digress. She was upset that people were like, yo, I don't want to hear about your weight loss anymore. And then she made a comment on her Instagram stories that said 2 years ago, I couldn't wipe my own ass, so don't care what you have to say.
Yup, that was a great post.
And awesome. If her goal was like to be able to be more physically able, good for you. But when you say something like that, yeah, it's going to isolate people who can't wipe their own butts or who are disabled.
What? How is it isolating anybody to say I could not wipe my own butt, so that's why I decided to lose weight? So we're not allowed to say, man, I couldn't wipe my own butt, because we might offend somebody that actually can't wipe their own butt. What? I don't think somebody with whatever physical handicap that can't wipe their own butt is going to identify with somebody that's so morbidly obese that they can't wipe their own butt. Or are you talking about it might trigger other morbidly obese people who literally can't wipe their own butt? If I say, man, I feel like such a moron, are all the people from the fat acceptance movement going to come forward and be like, hey, you can't say that, we identify with that? Where do we draw the line? I say the line is drawn when we're critiquing ourselves. We're allowed to critique ourselves in whatever kind of way we want. And if you identify with one of the negative things that we said about ourselves, that's your fault. And you have an issue that you need to work on. I feel dumb. I feel fat. I slipped on the ice. Like, you can't say anything negative.
Who are, at a weight where that's not something they can do.
Okay, well, if you can't wipe your own butt, maybe it's time to lose weight. Maybe that's a wake-up call. It was for that person. If it's not for you, I don't know what to tell you.
And that doesn't mean that their life isn't valuable or that they have to lose weight or blah, 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 blah. I don't need to explain that to you.
Nobody said any of that. This person strikes me as like a kindergarten teacher that would always yell at the children or something, right? She's got that look on her face right here. Look at that look. She's like, no, Wesley. You can't go to the water fountain. And then he's like, but why? I'm thirsty. And then she's like, because I said so. Like just a power tripper. I know that's a lot to get from this picture, but I'm getting all kinds of vibes.
But essentially in these two situations, it's two people that want to lose weight and they really want to talk about it and they don't want to feel bad about talking about it.
They don't have to feel bad about talking about it. It's their lives.
And in the second case, the gal even went as far as to shame other people. Yeah, shame people that can't wipe their own butts. And if you're...
No, she didn't. If me saying I can't wipe my own butt and that's a problem makes you feel some kind of way, then that's because you feel some kind of way. I can't make you feel that way. You feel that way. You feel shame.
Rolling at that, or you're like, why do you care about the 1% of people that can't wipe their own butts? Like, that brings me to my point. That, like, there's no scientific reason you can't talk about your weight loss or that you shouldn't feel empowered to talk about how you want to lose weight. Like, there's no think piece I can write about that.
Why do you keep saying think piece when this is so vapid?
All I know is that it's unkind. All I know is that the term body positivity and the concept was started by fat black women who were tired of seeing the same bodies.
Actually, NAFA was founded in America in 1969 by Bill Fabry in response to discrimination against his wife. There was some other guy involved in the creation of it as well, but basically it was started by two men who had a propensity for larger women.
And feeling like they had to achieve the same tiny waist, fat ass, Megan Thee Stallion body, which is gorgeous, but it's not the only one.
What? Hold on, I have to go back and re-listen to that bunch of really stupid nonsense.
All I know is that the term body positivity and the concept was...
That's all you know. You don't know your name. You don't know what time it is. I'm not surprised.
Started by fat black women who were tired of seeing the same bodies and feeling like they had to achieve the same tiny waist, fat ass, Megan Thee Stallion body, which is gorgeous, but
honestly, dude, a lot of what you're saying right here is very problematic.
It's not the only one.
That's not what happened.
And in the first scenario, like wanting to go to the gym and talk about losing weight, it was compared to wanting to change your style or wanting to change your hair color. And should you feel bad about telling your brunette friend you want to go blonde?
No, you shouldn't feel bad about it. It's sad when you see a Canadian this bitter. I thought you guys were supposed to be friendly.
We know that hair color and that style aren't the same as weight. We know that eating disorders kill. We know that
obesity is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. Okay, so I was just able to look up that about 300,000 people per year die from obesity, and roughly 10,200 die per year from eating disorder. The eating disorder death statistics were very difficult to find, so if any of you can find one that's more accurate than that, let me know.
That body dysmorphia is real. We know that fat people literally are discriminated against every single day. So it's just like, if you want to, with your hope, let people know that you're going to the gym to lose weight, do it. But it's just like unkind, and it's just going to isolate people, and it's just going to...
It's unkind to let other people know that you want to lose weight. I think this is an opportunity to look at yourself. If it's making you that upset that other people are bettering themselves, what's going on with that, dude? You need to explore that further. You have some serious issues that you need to deal with, dude. Honestly, like, you can sit there and look yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, damn all those people for trying to lose weight. Like, you're not thinking to yourself like, whoa, wait a minute. You might be going off the deep end here. Why are you getting so upset about this? You've never taken your own personal inventory before? Like, why am I doing this? Why is this making me so upset? If you're short and every time you see a tall person, you get angry, you might want to explore what is going on inside of your own mind. The solution is definitely not to rid the world of tall people or to make people stop talking about how tall they are. That is not the solution, my friend. The solution lies within you. I can't believe that I'm having to say this out loud because it's so transparent and it's so obvious that you have some serious issues. Like, what even is this video? You uploaded this and you're like, yep. Now people will know that it's very hurtful for them to better themselves. Like, what the hell? This is just a display in psychology, man.
Make people feel like, okay, my body is your worst case scenario, that you would spend an hour in the gym every day just not even to look like me.
Right, they don't know you exist. You feel guilt because you didn't do the hard work that this other person did. And you're projecting onto them. Like, I see some buff dude at the gym and I'm like, what? You don't want to look like me? You're even buffer than me. Like, dude, that is so transparent. Why would you embarrass yourself like this?
Like, not because it feels good or not because you're getting stronger, because you want to have a body that...
You literally don't know why somebody's in the gym and you just assumed all of that.
Looks like Kylie Jenner. Like, I don't want to hang out with people like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, well, if I do want to look like Kylie Jenner, there's nothing wrong with that either. I don't need to pass all of my reasons for doing things by you or anybody else. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look good for the millionth time, dude. Don't you want to be hot? Don't you want to walk in a room and people be like, God damn! Damn, that motherfucker's fine. Holy shit. The average person absolutely wants to be attractive. Duh. You got your hair brushed, you got a piercing there, you're, I think, wearing some kind of makeup, so you clearly care about appearances. You just don't care about the weight loss aspect because you've tried and had difficulty with it in the past. So when you see others succeeding at it, it makes you feel jealous and guilty.
Makes me feel like my body's your worst case scenario.
Your feelings are your own problem. I recommend therapy.
And I think that's where it really clicked for me, that like, I don't need to convince anybody that they shouldn't aspire to lose weight and share that with everyone. I don't need to convince anybody that like their desire to lose weight is tied up in capitalism and blah, 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 blah. I don't need...
What? Yeah, you don't need to convince anybody of that because you never will.
To do that. That's not my job. I guess all I can do is like be one of those...
Bitterness is palpable.
Those people that's safe to be around. Be one of those people that you're never going to have to worry that you feel like shit about your body around me, or that you feel pressure about your body around me.
Right, I'm not allowed to succeed around you because you're not succeeding and you're going to get jealous and try to drag me down. Gotcha.
Or that I'm going to make fun of you or a family member of yours or someone that you know that isn't fully abled because of their weight. Like, I'm just never going to say shit about that.
I know, you accept everyone, except people that are trying to better themselves.
Because it's unkind. Because it's unkind.
It's not unkind to talk about our weight and wanting to control the size of our body.
So the point of this video is no think piece, just what does it really mean when we...
Okay, that was the third time that she said think piece. Like I've said before, thinking is the enemy of this movement.
Share memes or have like wooden signs on our wall that say be kind. What does that mean? That's a good thing to consider in 2024. It's something I'm thinking about a lot. Does it really mean to be kind? Love yas.
Well, I would say what it means to be kind is to be honest with ourselves and others about our true intentions and how we actually feel. It's not really kind to pretend that your jealousy about others is actually to help them or in the best interests of society or whatever. You're not being kind, you're being disingenuous. You don't care about protecting other people's feelings. You care about protecting your own feelings. And if protecting your own feelings means that you have to drag other people down with you, you will. So none of that's really kind. Alright, now we're going to be taking a look at a bonus clip where somebody's complaining that there are too many thin people in the body positivity movement. There's nothing wrong with my body. That is not a dirty word. Name that song.
Body positivity has encouraged so many people of all sizes to feel comfortable in their body.
Okay, right off the bat, what in the hell are we doing? What? Imagine if I started a video off that way. I come out wearing like some underwear and I pretend like that's not even happening and then just start talking about whatever random subject. My thoughts on the 2024 tax season. You're gonna wanna, file those taxes soon.
Which is obviously positive. We all deserve to feel respected.
I love her accent. I believe it's a Scottish one. We all deserve. And the way they say world, the world, or Patterson. We all deserve to be a Patterson in the world.
And have dignity. But
what in the hell are you doing? Right about
dignity.
Right there.
But
A little back roll pinching action going on there. Okay. We're really feeling positive about our bodies now.
like for us to admit that straight-sized bodies look to be more and more represented in this space.
God, this is so distracting. Why are you dancing around like this while you're trying to talk about stuff that is somewhat serious? All right, so she said there's more and more straight-sized people being represented in the body positive movement, and she hates it.
At the expense of seeing other body types, like the fat bodies that was originally created to center and advocate for.
No, it wasn't. Body positivity wasn't started for obese people. It was started for like people with disabilities, burn victims, amputees, stuff like that. I'm not saying that larger people can't have body positivity. Feel however the hell you want to feel.
So here I am to take up space in this movement. A cleanse for your body positivity feed, if you will. Showing off my belly, my back rolls, my thighs.
Yeah, why? What is the point of this? To me, this is a display of insecurity.
Physical features I'm oppressed for, vilified for, and
You're not oppressed.
hated for. I am body positive.
Okay. Well, you may be body positive, but there's not too many thin people in the body positive space. What, are you talking about the people that have no legs? Since they're thin, they can't be body positive. They can't be part of the movement. You're literally pushing them out. Damn all those thin people in their wheelchairs with their third-degree burns and with various other medical conditions. Get the hell out of here. There's no room for you in this movement. Man, fat acceptance is like a disease that's spreading. It's like gangrene that's spreading from finger to finger on your hand until you eventually have to amputate the whole thing. What other movements is fat acceptance going to attempt to commandeer? They tried to take over restrictive EDs. They tried to take over body positivity. They lied about the origins of NAFA. Where does it end? They even have a manifesto. Do you think that first person was just jealous and bitter about other people losing weight? And what do you think of that person saying there are too many thin people in the body positivity movement? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.